Hello guys, welcome to another strategy learning session in Options with Jeet channel. Continuing with the income strategy. Today we are going to talk about another covered strategy called covered call. Very popular strategy which generates regular monthly income. The initial outlay is a little bit higher, but that provides a very good regular monthly income or a weekly income in the index or a monthly income in the stock. Let's see what the strategy is and how we will make money regularly every week or every month. Today, for doing the covered call, I am going to take the stock Reliance. Let us first see how we will do a covered call in Reliance, and we will continue with doing a weekly Nifty covered call. Let's start. What is a covered call? Covered call is nothing but having the underlying equal to one F&O lot quantity and selling a call against it. This strategy has a no upside risk. In the upside there is only profit. On the downside there is a loss. If the stock or the market goes down, there will be a loss in the position, but that loss will be unrealized loss, but you will be getting some profit from the call side. Okay, so let us first see the Reliance covered call. This is the sensible interface. I am on the strategy builder, and this one is a custom strategy. It is not a ready-made strategy available. So this is a custom strategy. So let us click Reliance. So we are into the Reliance. So first what we need to do, we need to have the underlying equivalent to one F&O lot. For Reliance, the one F&O lot equivalent share is 250 shares. That is why I said the underlying buying is important here. Otherwise, the term covered is gone. Okay. You can emulate this using the future long. Future long is basically long stock. Okay. The difference between future long and the underlying long is only on the expiry. The underlying stock does not have the expiry. You can buy Reliance today and you can hold it forever. You don't have any expiry for that stock position. Okay. But if you are doing in future, you can do it for the current month, you can do it for the next month, and you can do it for the far month. At any point of time, only 3 months futures are available. Let us see what I told is there. I am going to build a custom strategy. First, we are going to go future long. So what is available? The expiry is current month, which is expiring at 25th of November. Next month expiry is 30th of December, and far month expiry is 27th of January. Only 3 months are available. You can go and buy the January one or December one and November. Already only 1 week is left. We are already at the end of November expiry, means we are about 23rd of November, only 2 days are left for this expiry. So let us take the December expiry. We are going to go future long. When you go future long and sell a call against it, the margin requirement will be less. I will explain the margin or the money required for the future long position, means what we call it as a covered future call, and you do a proper covered call. There is a big difference in the funds required. Okay, so first we will do the future long. Okay, so the future long, let us go and buy the December 30th Reliance future long. So Reliance future is right now, December future is trading at about 2400 rupees. Currently it is 2385, so 15 rupees premium not, we are paying not even 15 rupees, about 8 rupees premium we are paying. This basically emulates the stock. You can see here the P&L or the payoff graph is similar to owning a stock. So this is going long in the future is like holding 250 stock. But the difference is what I told, it is on the expiry. The future will expire on 30th of December, but if you are holding the underlying, so the underlying does not have a expiry. And to go long on future, you will require about 1.34 lakhs only. You don't require any funds more than that. But if you are going long on a stock, you will require, how much you will require? It is 250 quantity with 2,385 rupees if you purchase. So you will require about 6 lakh, 5 lakh 96,000 will require. But here when you are going long on a future, you will require about 1/4 of that money only. You don't require huge money on that. Okay. 1/5, consider somewhere around 1/5 only. So once you do that, then you are going to sell a call against the future long. Let us go to options. So we are still at 30th December. So right now we are at 2,400. This is at the money strike. So what call to sell? If you want to have a regular income, you need to set a percentage, a monthly percentage what you want to earn from this position. Generally, the safe interest rate is your fixed deposit interest rate. Okay, the fixed deposit in India, it pays somewhere around 5 to 6% after tax. So not more than that. It's about 5 to 6% is what you get as a income from a fixed deposit per year. Okay, if you beat that 6% with equity, you are taking a risk, right? You beat that one, you are making a good money over a fixed deposit. Let us say you double that. You are getting 6% on a fixed deposit. Let us double that. You want to get 12%. So 12% in a year means 1% per month. So what we need to do is we need to get 1% of the stock value as the premium. So 2,400 rupees is the stock value. So what is 1%? 24 rupees, right? Simple mathematics, 24 rupees. So you need to sell a strike where 24 rupees premium is available. As simple as that, very simple. Let us see in December 30th on a call side where 24 rupees is available. So 26 is the closest. So we will sell 2540 strike. Let us sell 2540. When you sell this, what you can notice, I'll just remove this. Right now you see what is the margin required? 1.34 lakhs. This is only future long. Okay. When you sell a call against it, you are not going to pay a huge additional margin because you are taking a opposing position. There is a huge margin benefit is given by our exchange for that. Let us see 1.34 lakh. If you sell 2540 call, what you require? You require about 15,000 rupees only. 1.34, now it has become 1.49. Nothing much, right? Means fairly simple. 15,000 rupees you are going to do additional. That's it. The strategy is done. You are future long and you are going to sell a higher call against it. That's it. No big deal. This is the entire strategy. And what happens here is your upside risk is absolutely not there. If the stock goes up, you are making money because your future will also go up, right? You will make money. You will lose it on the call because call also you sold. You lose it on the call, but does not matter. Your stock increase will compensate for the call loss also because call you have collected premium, right? You are getting 6,500 rupees of premium. 6,500 is basically 1% of whatever is the stock price is 2,400 rupees. So whatever is the stock price is there, you are getting that. Okay, and a fairly simple stuff. Let us see on the downside what happens. If you are having a future long position, the downside risk is undefined. Your maximum loss is Reliance going to zero. So that is where is your maximum losses there. So what you lose here is you will gain the 26 rupees in the call, but your future will start losing value. Your break even is just 26 rupees below your current stock price. Your current stock price is 2393. So you minus 26, so 2367. That is your break even. Below that break even on expiry, you will find huge losses mounting. Okay. To mitigate that, there is a different strategy is there that is called collar. So for collar strategy I will come later, but right now for a covered call you consider that your downside risk is undefined. Undefined means if the stock is going to zero, it cannot go below zero, right? If it goes to zero by next expiry, you will lose your entire 5.92 lakhs. But what you can gain as a profit is the premium what you received plus the gain in the stock. That is what you are going to get it as a profit. So that profit is capped exactly at your call sell strike. Your call sell strike is where 2540, right? You come and see here. If you go to 2540 on expiry date, your maximum profit is 43,000, right? Even the stock goes to 26,000, 27,000, does not matter. Your maximum profit does not change, right? Your maximum profit is still 43,000 only. For a margin required of about 1.5 lakhs, you are getting a 43,000 rupees is huge. But here the big issue what you have a undefined downside risk. Here the view is bullish. This is not a bearish view or a neutral. It can be a neutral view also, but if you have a neutral view here, you don't get much money on expiry. What you get is only the premium. If the stock does not move anywhere, the premium collected 6,500 rupees, that is going to be your profit. Okay, that is well and good, does not matter. 6,500 is what we are aiming for. If we get anything above that on a covered call, it is good only for us, right? So if it goes to 2540, we get our maximum profit, and from that point onwards, how much ever the stock goes up, it does not matter. Since you have a future long and a call short, since it is an opposing position, you do not have a huge delivery obligation. Since it is opposing position, it will cancel out each other. But consider that since this position can be exited independently, okay, you can simply close the call or you can simply exit the future, possible, right? So that is why in the last week of the expiry, you will get the delivery, physical delivery margin requirement coming. For both you need to keep separate money, means for at the expiry week, Monday evening onwards, the delivery margin requirements will start. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days we have to have some percentage of amount of the total requirement should be there. In the last day you should have the full amount requirement, means which is 5.92 lakhs are required. Means 5.92 lakhs are required for the future and 5.92 lakhs required for the call sell for both. So to avoid all this stuff, what we do, we exit the position a week before expiry. Okay, so the expiry date what we have chosen is 30th of December. We exit our positions on 23rd of December. Okay, simple as that. Means we don't keep the stock till the last week. If the stock does not move or it has already gone up, most of the premium would have mostly eroded. So we would be coming out with a lesser profit, probably not 40,000 profit. We'll be coming out with 20,000 profit. But 20,000 profit itself is very good, right? On a 1.5 lakh margin, 20,000 is a huge money, right? So this is a very, very powerful regular income strategy you can do only if you are holding the underlying. It is not very risky. If you are going long on future, it is still risky if the stock comes down. So not much adjustments can be done here, because since you are long in the stock and you are selling a call against it, nothing major can be done. Just keep a stop loss at the break even or a little bit below. Like consider that you have collected 6,500 rupees, right? If you are losing 6,500 rupees, you exit. Where you will exit? You see on the target date where you are getting that 6,500, you are getting it somewhere around 2356. So when you get a 2356 or 2350, you simply close the position and exit, as simple as that. If you go and buy a put, it will have a different strategy name. That strategy is called collar, means you are long stock, you are selling a call, and downside you are protecting by buying a put. So that is basically a collar strategy. Okay, so right now collar strategy I'll do the next video. So right now this is a covered call strategy. You are long stock and you are selling a higher call against it. Simple. If you are holding the stock, like I am holding some stock which is equal to one F&O lot, because the multiplier is for the stock. For Reliance, the multiplier is 250. Okay, 250 stocks is one F&O lot. If I am already holding 250 stocks of Reliance, then selling a covered call against it, for the call it is risk free. Okay, but for the stock can go down, so that risk is always there. If the stock goes down, you will have loss on the stock. You will gain on the call, but you will lose on the stock. But losing on the holding of the underlying, that is a unrealized loss. You are not going to pay the money for by the month end or like that. On expiry, you are not going to pay any money for that. Okay, means your unrealized loss, you can keep it forever. That does not matter. If today Reliance is 2,400 and tomorrow it goes to 2,200 or 2,000 by expiry, does not matter, right? The loss what is having your 400 rupees loss, that loss is unrealized. Tomorrow after a week or a month, Reliance can come up. Okay, so that time your loss will get recovered. But if you are not holding the stock and you are holding only the future, then every day whatever is the gain or loss, it will reflect in your trading account balance. If you are having a loss, money equivalent to that loss will be taken out from your trading account for settlement. And if you are making a profit for that day, money will come into your account. So that is one advantage or disadvantage dealing on the futures. And future, the transaction will require a little bit higher charges. Margin is less, because to hold the stock you require 6 lakh rupees. But if you are dealing on future, you require only 1.5 lakhs. So it is only 1/4 of the money you will need as a margin. But if you are holding a stock, it is completely risk free on the call side. The stock, even it goes down, it is an unrealized loss only. The stock can eventually recover and you can always get back your money. If the stock is going down, your call will always give profit, because you have sold the call. The view is bearish for the call. So if the stock stays there or it goes down a little bit, you will always get your 1% back. If it stays at expiry 2,400, if the stock is staying at 2,400, you will get your 1%. Even if the stock goes to 2,540, you will still get that 1%. The gain in your stock is additional. Generally, the equity will provide somewhere between 17 to 18%. 16 to 18% is normal. 16 to 18% a year is what a equity stock will provide average return. Some years it may be plus 100%, some years it may be minus 50%. But on average, equity will provide about 16 to 18% only. The stock gain can be 16 to 18%, but that is an unrealized profit only. You are not booking the profit. How to generate income from the stock is by selling a call against it. Two scenarios. If you sell a call and if the call becomes in the money, the premium shot up, the stock shot up, the call premium shot up, and eventually the call becomes in the money, what to do? Simple. You have sold, you bought Reliance at what price? 2,400 rupees. And what call you have sold? 2,540 rupees. So what is the gain in Reliance? 140 rupees plus the premium what you have got, 26 rupees. So 166 rupees gain within, that is a minimum, 166 rupees gain in 1 month, right? Multiply by 250. So that's about 25,000 plus rupees. You can see here, if it goes here, you will get at expiry, you will get somewhere about 43,000 rupees. If it goes and expires exactly at 2540, even it goes up, it does not matter, you will still get the 43,000 rupees there. When you get that 43,000, that is fixed. The stock can go to any level. What you get is the difference from your entry point to your call sell. So that is what you are going to get, plus the premium what you have collected, the 26 rupees what you have collected. So this is going to be your profit. Okay. Give delivery of the stock. Then what you can do, you can start doing the cash secured put, because once you give delivery of the stock, you will get this 43,000 rupees and you will get your original money back. What is your original money? 5,96,000, right? That money will also come, plus you will get that 40,000 rupees also. The 40,000 rupees is your profit, you can keep it. Then you start selling cash secured put. You have the cash, so you are going to sell a put which is risk free. Cash secured put, you don't have any risk on upside or downside. Okay, so that is very, very clear. If the stock comes down, you will at expiry you will get assigned and you can take the delivery of the stock. For that you already have cash. If the stock continues to go up, okay, you miss out the stock up move, but you continue collecting premiums on the put. Okay, cash secured put, I am going to make another specific video. So I am doing covered call. Naturally, the next video is going to be cash secured put. Okay, so to take this strategy, simple. Margin required, if you are going future long and selling a call against it, the margin required is about 1.5 lakhs. You take any stock, it will be somewhere about that. Okay. Like for example, we will see Bajaj Finance, because that is one of the highest margin requirement is there. You say Bajaj Finance. So everything is reset. So Bajaj Finance, we go future long. On December, we go future long. So that required about 2.25 lakh and we are going to sell a call against it. So what is the price? It is 7,100. So 1% of it is 71 rupees. So we are going to sell where 71 rupees is there. Okay, we have about 65 rupees. Let us sell this one. You can see what is the margin required. Here you will require a margin of about 2.5 lakh. But the thing is, you are collecting a huge money also. That also you have to consider, because you are here, you are collecting about 8,100 rupees. There you are collecting about only 6,500. Here you will collect 8,100. Here your profit is also more. In Reliance, we are collecting about 43,000 only was our maximum profit. Now you can see what is your maximum profit, 92,000 plus on a margin of 4.5 lakhs. So for every stock it will differ a little bit. So I am giving an example of Reliance. Let us stick to Reliance. So future, December long, and on options we are going to sell 2540 sell. That's it. It's simple as it is. If, like as I said, we talked about the profitable side, right? On the losing side, put a stop loss if you are future long only. No need to worry if you are holding the stock. Okay, it is only for the future long. If you are future long and the risk is undefined on the lower side, what you do, you keep one stop loss at your break even and simply exit the strategy. Do not try to move the call below to collect additional premium. You can move the call below, that is one of the adjustments. You can move the call below and try to collect additional premium and then start moving your break even below. But how much you can move? You can move only up to the point where you are long on the future. Your future long is 2400, right? Do not sell any calls below 2400. As simple as that. Because if you are selling any call below 2200, you are locking in losses. You are not trying to make profit. You are making loss. You are locking the loss. Okay. Do not sell anything below that. If you are holding the stock also, if the stock goes down, your call premium will decay and you will be in profit on the call. On the underlying stock, you will lose money, right? But that is unrealized loss. But what you are getting on the call, you will realize it that month, right? So when your stock is going down, you simply move your call up to the level of your original purchase price. Do not move your call below your purchase price. If you move your call below your purchase price and if the market shoots up and your call becomes in the money, you have to deliver the stock less than what you have paid for. You will gain on the option premium, that is okay, but the aim is to keep the stock and start eating premium every month and get a regular income, right? You can always deliver the stock above your purchase price. Means you should sell your call only above your stock purchase price. Never sell the call below your stock purchase price. Okay, as simple as that. If you are moving your calls down and eating additional premium, your break even will also move down. Okay, here I cannot show, this is the sensible interface. I cannot do the other ones. In Opstra I could do, but in Sensible I cannot do that. So I will skip that part. But if you are going to close this one on profit and then collect additional premium, so that much of premium will reflect in your break even. Just understand this. If you are selling more calls, closing one call and then selling additional call at a lower strike for a higher premium, your break even will also increase and your trade will have a more chance to become profitable. Okay, and here, to understand it very clearly, you have to be hedged fully. If you are holding one F&O lot equivalent quantity only, sell single call only. Do not sell multiple call. Do not do ratio. If you do ratio, it is not advisable to do it on a covered call side, because in that case you will have your lower side also risk will be undefined, on the higher side also risk will be undefined. Means you are basically unhedged there. Okay, one side at least you have to be fully hedged. Do not sell additional call to collect more premium without closing your previous call. If you are holding one F&O lot, or if you are holding only one future lot, sell a single call against it. Do not sell multiple calls. Means stock premiums will be very, very attractive. You will start making huge money. But one wrong move, one huge move will completely wipe out your profits. So you have to be very careful on that. This is a caution from my side. Do not chase premiums. Do not try to become rich overnight. It's not possible to do that. If you try to do that, you may be successful for some time, but eventually the market will win. You will lose money. You may go bankrupt. You will blow up your accounts. Then the learning will come. But the learning I am giving you now itself. No need to chase the premiums. Wait for the premiums to come to your level. Do not sell very close to the spot. If you are trying to get 1%, be consistent, get that 1% or lesser. Do not go for more. Say 1%, the premiums may not match exactly. 1 or 2 rupees here and there is okay, but try to stay between 0.9 and 1.1. Means do not go more than that. If you are going 0.9, you can go below that. Your income will be less. But our point is to make more income, right? To in search of a more income, do not try to gain 2% or 3% a week. You will be selling the call very close to the spot. If you are not holding the underlying, you will get trouble. You will make money. There is absolutely no doubt, because if the stock goes up, you will definitely make money, but do not take the risk of selling a call close to the spot. At the end, you will make less money. And do not sell multiple calls. Don't do ratio. I told already. And your downside is not protected. If you protect your downside by buying a put, the entire strategy changes. Your strategy will become a collar strategy. Okay, the collar strategy I'll explain after a couple of videos, because next video will be cash secured put, next will be collar. So I'll do that. So now we have seen a stock covered call. This is monthly. All the Nifty stocks, F&O stocks, the expiry is only monthly. How to make this one as a weekly strategy and earn a weekly income? Wait for part 2. This video is quite long, so I am going to make a part 2 of the video which shows how to generate the same income using Nifty and the very popular Bank Nifty. So let us see means how to do that one. I hope you understood what is a covered call and how we enter, what percentages we can expect a month, when to exit and where to sell. So all these points are there in this video. Just have another look. I have given a lot of gyan today. So on the blowing up the account and everything. So just keep that in mind. Always be fully hedged and you will always win and you always have an edge with the hedge. Signing off, this is JR. May the markets be with you. Thank you. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. If you like our content, please subscribe to our channel, like and share the video. Thank you.